few days later, Prabhupada wrote Governor Reddy, quote, "As far as our Bombay temple is concerned, I have received one telegram from my secretary there stating, quote, NOC for temple obtained, end quote. It is understood. A few days later, Prabhupada wrote Governor Reddy, quote, "As far as our Bombay temple is concerned, I've received one telegram from my secretary there stating, quote, NOC for temple obtained, end quote. It is understood that the present Chief Minister, Sri S.B. Chavan, is a kind gentleman who is religiously disposed, and he has kindly given the order of NOC, end quote. On June 25th, acting at the behest of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, India's President, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, declared a national state of emergency in response to prevailing, quote, internal disturbance, end quote, within the country. The order gave the Prime Minister the authority to rule by decree, allowing her to suspend elections and curtail civil liberties. Most of Gandhi's political opponents were imprisoned, and the press was censored. In effect, she became a dictator. 2 days later, at a press conference at the Dallas airport, a reporter asked Prabhupada, quote, would you comment on the political situation in India now? What do you think about Mrs. Gandhi's? But Prabhupada avoided speaking against her. Quote, well, we are not very much concerned with such political situations, he said. But our proposition is that anything, whether political, social, economical, or philosophical, without Krishna is all zero. So far as Mrs. Gandhi is concerned, she is inclined to some spiritual understanding. So actually, if she becomes advanced spiritually, then this emergency situation will improve. Otherwise, end quote. He went on to say that dictatorship was not bad if the dictator or monarch was godly, of high moral character and spiritual qualification. The Dallas Times-Herald covered Prabhupada's arrival, and Prabhupada was especially interested in the newspaper's version of his reply to the question about India's political situation. He liked the favorable statements about Indira Gandhi and asked that the article be saved. Prabhupada was so concerned about Juhu that he had Brahmananda phone and say that Prabhupada wanted a report. I wrote him the next day, quote, I am very sorry that I did not report to you earlier. The foundation of the first tower is already ready, except for 2 footings, which are to fall underneath the existing kitchen behind the present temple, and which require some special support. Today or tomorrow, the contractor should begin pouring the concrete for the columns, which rise above the footings for the first tower. Since Matre had stopped our work for about 1 week, just before the heavy rains came, the second excavation got filled with water. But now we have finished pumping out most of the water and can begin to lay the foundation there. Saurabh Prabhu and the contractor have explained that the foundation is always troublesome, especially during monsoon, but that once we come above plinth level, we can lay 1 slab every 10 or 15 days, provided we have sufficient funds. Quote, our architect Premnath has prepared the final plans for the temple and will submit the plans along with the NOC from the police to the municipality tomorrow. He expects that he can receive the IOD permit and commencement certificate for the temple within 3 to 4 weeks, and he suggests we begin the work without waiting for the monsoon to end. Meanwhile, Saurabh Prabhu has been seeing to minor repairs for the tenants, and Premnath also had a meeting with the tenants to discuss the overall development of the land. At the meeting, we agreed to include a common area for the tenants to sit and for their children to play. Premnath and I met with the municipal officials last week to sort out the different pending disputes. The municipality is ready to renew the permission for the existing temple and to meet all our other requests. The only dispute which was not resolved involves that 10-foot strip of land which the city survey department has demarcated as public road. Tomorrow, Mr. Asnani, who's a lawyer, Mr. Asnani and I are going to approach the city survey department with our evidence to convince them that the, quote, access road, end quote, is our private property, and that they should adjust their present maps according to the documentation which shows the road as being private. If the city survey office does not agree, we can always file a case in court and let the judge decide. Otherwise, the municipality still agrees that even if the 10-foot strip is declared to be public, they are willing to give it to us in exchange for our surrendering our claim for compensation for the Setbik land which we have already given them." End quote. I also reflected in my letter on our success in obtaining the NOC for the temple from the police. Quote, "You must be pleased that we received the NOC from the police to construct our temple. It was a great fight. Even up to the last moment, Mr. Matre was trying everything to stop us. But by Krishna's grace, he could not succeed. As stated in the Bhagavad-gita, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanur Dhara, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama." Everyone is appreciating how we could overcome such powerful opposition. But we know the secret, that wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there is automatically victory and opulence. End quote. A week later, I wrote, "Last week, Premnath completed a nice portfolio of plans and drawings of the project, and I shall send a portfolio for you with Kuladri Prabhu when he goes to New Vrindavan." End quote. While Prabhupada was in America, he received a telegram from Tejas saying that if he wanted an interview with Indira Gandhi, he would have to come immediately. So he cut short his North America tour and within days was back in Juhu. On his first morning walk, he reflected on his recent difficulties. Quote, he said, quote, "So many obstacles we are facing. Never mind. Still, we are coming out gradually." Kunti Devi said, quote, "Krishna, may all those dangerous days come again so that I can always remember you. When we were in dangerous days, you were always with us. Now we are prosperous. Now you are going away. So better I call for those dangerous days again so that you can remain with us and we can become surrendered to you." Then, looking at the Arabian Sea, Prabhupada remembered his voyage to America. Quote, "I started on this ocean 13th August, this ferocious ocean." End quote. One day shortly thereafter, Lalita Bose, the daughter of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Bose's brother, came to meet Prabhupada. I knew her from Calcutta, where she used to visit our temple. They spoke mostly in Bengali, Prabhupada telling her about his mission and asking her to help him, specifically in approaching Indira Gandhi. He said, "We should be supported. If she understands, India will develop, I am sure. This is not bogus. This is exactly what Krishna has said. Our mission is Yare Deka Tare Kaha Krishna Upadesh. Bas. If you speak what Krishna has instructed, you become guru. But if you make your own concoction, your own invention, then I don't speak any nonsense. Only the instructions given in the Bhagavad-gita. That is my credit. That's all. People say that I have done wonderful, but I do not know any magic. The wonderful thing I have done is that I don't speak any nonsense thing. Whatever success we have achieved is due to this. And Lalita added, what you say, you act accordingly. And Prabhupada continued, quote, what I learned from Krishna, I say. I don't say independently. That is not my business. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Amar Agyai Guru Hai Tare Desh. You deliver your village people and become a guru. Everyone is not going to be so big that he can go all over the world, but everyone can teach within his limit, within his family, within his community, within his village, within his town, within his district. As he is capable, he can increase. But everyone can become a guru and deliver the local people. How? Yare deka tare kaha Krishna upadesh. Then you are guru. As soon as you manufacture anything, nonsense, then it is spoiled. That is going on. So many gurus are there, they are manufacturing. They are becoming Krishna. That is nonsense. You cannot become Krishna. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati. Can you stay in everyone's heart? You are claiming to be God. This one instance, Ishvara sarva bhutane hrideshe arjuna tishtati. He is adantarastam paramano chayantarastam. He is within the universe and he is within the atom. You are claiming to be Ishvara, God. Are you within the atom? Are you within everyone's heart? Then how do you claim that you are Ishvara? Practical. Ishvara sarva bhutanam. Ishvara, God, is in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chaham hridi sanivishtu. If people lead their lives on the basis of Bhagavad-gita, everything will be fine. And as soon as you manufacture something, then it is spoiled. That is going on. The so-called gurus get some mystic power, yoga siddhi, and they show it and mislead people that they are God. That is the difficulty. In Calcutta, before meeting Prabhupada, Lalita Bose had been a leading follower of Satya Sai Baba, who had showed some magic and been accepted by many people as God. But after being enlightened by Prabhupada, she challenged Sai Baba. Quote, why are you misleading people? By producing and giving them material things, you are involving them more in materialism. Bhaktivedanta Swami is performing the real miracle, making pure devotees of Krishna. End quote. Prabhupada asked for the book, Gurus, Godmen, and Good People, with my article about him. He told Lalita, they have written about me and about others as well. They have written about the others that when they were born, a light came and they did some miracle. For me, these things are not there. For me, there is a picture in Dallas. I'm taking one child's hand and I am teaching him how to write A in Sanskrit. This is my miracle. He asked Brahmananda to show Lalita the recommendations of professors who had purchased his books and the Hindi article about New Vrindavan. Quote, the people in America are very much appreciating this, end quote. He told her. She said, when I meet the Prime Minister, I will take this. You are changing people, actually transforming them. I just saw your temple in Mayapur. Amazing. And the temple in Vrindavan, you can't even leave. Everyone is saying that the worship in the Hare Krishna Mandir is the best. They're saying that the deities look like they're about to speak. They look so alive. People are so impressed the way the devotees are putting the Sankha and then, arati. People say that it is amazing, that they have never seen anything like it. The door opens and at the same time the Shankha sounds. It means conch shell. Quote, in all our temples in America and Europe, we have the same standard, Prabhupada pointed out. Lalita said, you must give me your blessings. Indiraji has a strong desire and told me I must tell you about village development, that the government is ready to give all money, but that they need sincere devotees. Prabhupada responded, immediately, since we have devotees, sincere devotees we don't have the facility. If they are properly prepared, they can genuinely do the work. Quote, this is Lalita Bose speaking. I told Indiraji that Guru Maharaj has come to us. I even gave her all this literature. Quote, then Prabhupada speaks. This is my prayer. At least 100 men come. I require. They will not take even one paisa from India. I can show you in the accounts how money is coming from outside for their maintenance. They don't care about politics. They just need visas. They will not take one paisa from India. Rather, they will give. They have no scarcity. They have come here to learn about Bhagavad Bhakti, and if India throws them out, it is not a good thing. They have nothing to do with politics. We are trying to unite the whole world, and our platform is Krishna consciousness. This is the United Nations. They, the so-called United Nations, have been working for over 20 years. What work have they done? Only increasing the flags. Hindustan, Pakistan, Vietnam. What is this? This is not unity. Pandita Samadarshina. Without being a pandit, without acquiring knowledge, how can they have equal vision? Brahmabhuta prasanatman asochati nakangshati sarva sarveshu bhuteshu. Only when one is transcendental can he be equally disposed. Being covered by the darkness of Maya, they cannot have equal vision, being envious and competitive of each other. Such a big work, Krishna consciousness, is going on all over the world. And those who are assisting me, if the India government rejects them, that is not good. You make them understand properly. If they do that, it will be... Yes, you make them understand properly. If you do that, namely rejecting their visas, it will not be a good thing. Let us be given this concession. And if I have to do this village organization, and for this, if I get cooperation, then I will show them a miracle. Just like people are seeing this miracle. The whole world is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. I will also show this miracle in India, how to organize villages. This is how I will do it. Then Lalita Bose asked, you want 100 men? Prabhupada replied, yes. I'm not asking for more. And if they get into any sort of politics, if any fault is found in them, if they interfere in any politics, diplomacy, then immediately they will leave. But this will not happen. I know, because I have prepared them. They consider these things insignificant, like dogs and jackals fighting. We have no interest in them. We want to remove this dog consciousness from them. You bring some dogs together and tell them to live peacefully. Is this ever possible? End quote. Quote, this you can make by your blessings. Let's start the project. End quote. Quote, yes, many times when the newspaper asked me, I said that Indira Gandhi is spiritually inclined. If she improves, it will be perfect. And she wants to be improved. End quote. Prabhupada's quote, barefoot Swami draws admiring Krishna crowd. Prabhupada cited from the article, and he directed Brahmananda to read more. Quote, asked about the political situation in his native India and the criticism and the criticized actions of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, Brahmananda read, the Swami replied that Mrs. Gandhi is inclined to some spiritual understanding, and if she fully develops it, the situation will improve. Democracy is not much beneficial if its leaders have no spiritual values. Mahatma Gandhi was practically a dictator, but he was a man of high moral character, so people accepted him. Dictatorship can be good, provided the dictator is spiritually developed. End quote. Lalita requested, stay for some time in India. Prabhupada replied, I will, if there is cooperation from you all. This is a very big movement. If intelligent girls like you help us, then I will stay in India. I will give her such advice that all India will be benefited, provided she listens to me. Lalita said, the person I spoke to yesterday told me that, quote, she is eager to meet him, so he should talk high level. So you tell her that my boys have sacrificed everything and I have come for the development of India, and you please do this little thing. we have some problem with tourist visas. Why tourist visa, Prabhupada asked. There is another visa, missionary. With that visa, they can stay permanently. In the U.S., they have given me this because I am missionary, so that I can stay permanently, permanent resident. For India's improvement, I am ready to do anything. He quoted a Bengali saying, quote, from stitching shoes to reading the Chandi, I am ready to do anything. Lalita said, she may ask about foreign exchange for the development of India. Prabhupada replied, I am bringing foreign exchange. Whatever property I have here, the money has come from abroad. Nothing has come from here. Whatever money I require for my work, I bring from abroad. I have brought crores and crores of rupees. I have all the bank details. I have mentioned this to Brahmananda Reddy, the Minister of Home Affairs. And I'm also telling you that if you can arrange for their visas, then I will be in peace. Otherwise, I have made this big institution, and if they leave, then how will I manage? Everything will get spoiled, and there will be great harm. Lalita said, you have done such an amazing work. We, the people of India, cannot be like them. We need some time. Prabhupada replied, not time, the way they are listening seriously. The reason I came here returning is that this science is meant for the executive head of the state. In the Bhagavad-gita, 4th chapter, it is stated, Imam vivashvate yoga proktavan aham avyayam vivaswan manave prahur manur ikshvakave bravit. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo. Rajarshayo is meant for the Rajarshis. Indira is in the position of Raja. If she becomes a Rishi, then it will be successful. That is what I will tell her. I came running her just to tell her this, that you have got the position of royalty, you become a saintly leader. Then your scheme will be successful. That is required. That I can help, how to make her a rishi. Then not only the people of India will be benefited, but also the whole world will be benefited. And you have got that sampati, Bhagavad-gita guidance. I will not manufacture anything. That is not my business. Concoction, hodgepodge, without any knowledge, without any experience. We are not that type. We will account for every single penny. They will do it very nicely. They are expert in doing it, and the money they will give us, we will give account for every single penny. We just want facility, even if they don't give us money. We will bring money by begging abroad. We want the facility to work. Lalita suggested, if you two get together, what you say orally alone will not work. You will tell her everything, and after you meet, someone else will come to meet her, and she will forget about what you said. But if it is in writing, then on that basis, ISKCON's work will be done. Prabhupada asked, so what shall I write? And after discussing with Lalita and the devotees present, he dictated the following draft, which he asked Brahmananda to read out. Quote, Your Excellency, Srimati Indira Devi Gandhi, when I was in Toronto, Canada, Srimati Lalita Devi, who is just like my daughter, sent me one intimation that she approached you for a meeting with me and you, and I have come here, postponing all my engagements. I am preaching this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world on the basis of Krishna's instruction in Bhagavad-gita. Actually, this Krishna consciousness movement is called the Sankirtan movement, and sometimes the Hare Krishna movement, which was inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya in Bengal and throughout all India. His mission is that everyone should become a guru and preach all over the world the instruction of Krishna. So we are doing this very faithfully, and it is becoming effective. I think in India also, if some vigorous activity is done for awakening the Krishna consciousness of the people under your leadership, it will be very effective. We have already 80 branches in India. We have already 8 branches in India, and all development is being done by foreign exchange. It can be continued if I get encouragement by the government. So I shall be very much pleased to see you in this connection. I have written about 50 books of 400 pages each, such as Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad-gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and these books are very popular in foreign countries, such as Europe and America. By the sales proceeds, I am bringing foreign exchange. Yours sincerely. Yours sincerely is all right, or your well-wisher? Prabhupada asked. Well-wisher, Lalita said. Your well-wisher. The word is already there. Sadhu Shastra Guru Vakya Chite Te Karya Aikya. So immediately type it and give it to her. Where it says that I am bringing foreign exchange in the end, by selling my books, I am bringing foreign exchange. It is for India's development, Jaipataka asked. For developing my scheme here, Prabhupada replied. And Gopal Krishna mentioned that the point that we're bringing foreign exchange, whether there should be any word that also signifies that we have local support also. Quote, our books are popular in foreign countries as well as India. We are getting money from these books. We have a quotation from professors in America and also India, Brahmananda said. Yes. Lalita advised, you will present one Gita and write, lead your life according to these teachers. She is full of bhakti, but she needs good guidance. Quote, I shall personally teach Bhagavad-gita to her and her most confidential associates, or who is governing. That I can do if she agrees. Imam Rajarshio Vidu. I wanted a Rajarshi to take up this movement seriously, but I could not get one till now. If she becomes, it will be a benefit for me, for the world, for her, everyone. Because I have no power, I have no money. But if one Rajarshi, who has got strength, money, intelligence, if she takes, then it will be very quickly successful. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His movement became very successful when Maharaj Prataparudra of Orissa took it. Gautam Buddha's movement was successful when Maharaj Ashok took it. It requires. And Krishna says, Rajarsheo Vidu. Later, Prabhupada finalized his letter, including a list of points to be addressed with Prime Minister Gandhi. One, as it is stated on our letterhead, the Krishna consciousness movement is for the whole human society, for reviving its God consciousness. Mame Vamso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Gita 15:7. The living entity and God are intimately related as a part and the whole. 2. We are preaching the philosophy on the basis of the Bhagavad-gita as it is without any interpretation. This is a cultural and educational movement to understand what we are, what is God, and what is our relationship and how to act upon it. 3. The basic principle is that people must eat sumptuously and be freed from all anxieties to cultivate their spiritual identity and their relationship with God. We invite everyone without discrimination of caste, creed, and nationality. In fact, within our society, there are members from all parts of the world, Europe, America, Africa, etc. 4. In India, we have got special interest to distribute prasad to the half-fed or hungry population. For this purpose, we are getting money from America and we are getting goods from Australia. We've got already 6 or 7 centers in India and we're distributing prasad in all centers. 5. The young Indian men are not joining our movement. So for conducting all this business, we require 50 to 100 men, foreigners, who are trained up. We have no business to take part in politics. We are bringing money from outside India. Practically, we do not eat by spending Indian money. We are therefore requesting to allow our men to work on this mission to distribute prasad without any expenditure from India's side. Even for our own subsistence, we shall bring money from abroad, and the bank will certify. 6. If we take to politics, we can be asked to leave, but we are only interested in this movement of welfare activities. On this basis, we ask for 50 to 100 men. The following morning, after passing through a formidable security check, Prabhupada met Prime Minister Gandhi in her residence. She stood, greeted him cordially, and offered him a seat, but he sensed that she was anxious and distracted, fearful for her life, possibly the next target after the recent assassination of the President of Bangladesh. She admitted as much and added that this was not therefore a good time to meet. Prabhupada felt that she would have preferred not to meet at all, but that because she had promised, she did so anyway, which he took as an indication that she had at least some inclination towards spiritual life. Gandhi complimented Prabhupada for the good work he was doing international. "They are good boys," he responded. All right. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I'll build you a Juhu temple, the Juhu story ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you for listening so patiently and attentively. I wish you all the best on this auspicious day of Ekadasi. Hare Krishna.